Let's talk for a few minutes about other compliance issues because I know that a lot of people listening will be interested in that actually. So X is a more positive thing. This is more the traditional. Let's get an Amazon legal specialist on to talk about how bad it is right now for Amazon sellers. But we ought to mention that. What's the way to deal with this stuff? I mean, obviously, a lot of people are seeing problems. We ought to define the problem quickly, but it's broadly speaking, verification. Any thoughts on how to deal with this in the least painful way possible?
I mean, we have our way of dealing with it, which is, we're very methodical. I mean, we built a whole program around this thing called Seller Basics, where we do it like an insurance plan. So it's like $100 a month, and we help you with your Amazon woes, right? And the way we do it is we work Amazon's process, and if for some reason we can't get it to work, we have our ways of taking it to different levels, right? We can take it to places that people typically can't because we're just, we have legal avenues, right? Whether that's sort of through sort of like I would say quasi arbitration, but certainly, we can reach out to Amazon's counsel and sort of say, look, we're on, this is where we're at. But we have more friendly ways of more friendly access. So what I like to do with cases when I have them is just basically run it through a process, do the appeals, maybe even send a sort of Jeff email to executive review. But if we don't get through that way, we have our ways of just sort of taking it to people who will give it a common sense look and are very high up. And I just, there is no great way to handle these things right now. I mean, you've got to have two challenges. One is Amazon is on a massive compliance kick. The law has changed, right? The last time I spoke with you when tax was a hot topic, Amazon was just starting to pivot out of we're just a marketplace to we're kind of also a store, right? And the reason Amazon started saying we're no longer a marketplace, we're more a store has to do with antitrust issues. But as you know, from taxes, from personal injury cases, Amazon loves to say it's not our store, it's our marketplace, and that we're not responsible for people when they get injured by the products because we're just like a flea market. And now that the courts have kind of looked at that argument and said that's kind of bogus, you really are a store, Amazon is now recognized that they are responsible for products. Like if these products injure people, if these products are in violation of laws like California's Proposition 65 environmental law, which we see a lot these days, Amazon's responsible. And so because of that, Amazon is now kind of coming down on sellers big time with compliance issues. And so it's like I've never seen before. They are really coming down. And sadly, I have clients, like I was telling you before, I have clients coming to me for the first time. I meet them and say, oh, what do you sell? I sell this product. And they say, turns out it's a class 2 device, FDA regulated. And you're like, shoot. Because that's going to take at least 1 year to get FDA clearance, right? It takes forever. You know what I mean? And you have to tell that person, sadly, like, there's no fast track for that, right? The product you've been selling without FDA clearance, like, you shouldn't have been selling it. Like, I'm sorry to say. And now, if you want to get FDA clearance, like, it's going to take at best at least a year. There's like that's a horrible thing to have to tell somebody, and it's heartbreaking. So compliance is, but that is compliance, right? I mean, it's Amazon didn't care, for 5 years, 10 years. It really didn't care that much. Now they care.